Ba-da-bum-bum. Alright. Getting comical now, isn't it? Or seems like it's getting comical. There's a little break of a few moments in between each video here, guys, so give me a chance to kind of catch my breath and clear my head a little bit and so on and so forth. So now this is number 3 in my, number 3 in this series, or this bunch of videos or whatever. As this is going to happen, I'm going to lose track of my numbering system here, sort of thing. This would be number 5. Well, I'll never figure it out when I upload it. Number 5 now in this series of boyfriend hunting videos. And yeah, again, I'm just a Blue Norse numbering thing and all of it, just for my own benefit when I'm uploading it and all the rest of it, so I know what's what, you know, and the dates and all the rest of it. So it's number 5 now in my series. It would be number 6 or 7 if I had gotten the other 2 uploaded there last week. They were too long. Now see, again, I'm actually struggling to try to keep all these videos within a 20-minute time frame, because I can jibber until the end of time, people. I mean, I just... It's said that most Newfoundlanders have the gift of gab. Okay, now I don't know if that's true for most Newfoundlanders, but for someone who was insanely shy when I was growing up and couldn't open my mouth to anybody, I've certainly kind of like outgrown that, we'll say, or you know, like grown past it, whatever. In my later years, and certainly in situations where like I'm around people that I know or whatever, and I'm halfway comfortable with, I'm just going on and 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 on. What do you call it? Verbal diarrhea? I hate that term. You know, I mean, it's only verbal diarrhea if everything you're saying is utterly useless, and that, of course, depends on whoever's listening to you and if they see any value in what you ever say, you know what. Otherwise, well, you know, it's the art of conversation, people. Okay? Maybe another term that's everybody's forgotten. The art of conversation. There was a time not so very long ago when people valued that. People valued the ability to be able to sit down, chit-chat, shoot the breeze about things, open up about things. Now you have to do it through a damn device, smartphone or whatever. And even then, judging from most of what I see, people don't communicate. A text message that takes a second to whip out, where you're saying next to nothing, how the heck is that communicating? So people don't understand the heart of conversation anymore, you know? So to some degree, I like to think that that's sort of what I'm engaging in here right now, even though it's, you know, you are my, you know, you are the individual on the opposite side of my table there that I'm talking to and conversing with. You are able to converse back through my through the comment section of any of my videos. If anything I say either bugs you or intrigues you, or whatever the case might be, and you want to voice an opinion on it in return, a halfway civil opinion if you don't mind, please, but certainly challenging or agreeing with, whatever, you know, what I'm saying on whatever it might be. That is a part of the art of conversing, conversation, having conversation with people. You know, you open up, you share ideas, you talk about things, and the person responds back. That's the same thing. You reply in return, give and take, banter, whatever sort of thing. You know, that's the art of conversation. That's the art of going deeply into a person's personality and trying to get to understand a person at a deep level. And we are losing that at a phenomenal level. It seems like virtually everywhere in the world, where people just don't know how to talk to one another anymore. They just don't have that skill, and they don't want to be bothered to have that skill. It's too time consuming. It's too, I don't know how to understand. I don't know how to relate to any of it because it's just so foreign to my way, my own personal way, And again, the kind of people I am looking for. One, the kind of people I'm looking for as friends are the sort of people like myself who don't buy into any of that bullshit, who think outside the box and don't want to be like that, okay? Who don't see any issue with what I'm doing here right now. Those I'm seeking to have as just friends. And the individual whom I decide to be my boyfriend out of all this, most definitely I need for you to be of that nature, okay? You don't necessarily have to be my age, but the only kind of person that's going to work for me and who I am going to work for, and they can find out through all this if they take the time to look at these videos and see what I'm getting on here, sort of thing, is someone very much like myself with similar kinds of attitudes towards things, So you really need to be somebody who is not wrapped up in the modern way of thinking. I should be telling the date and time again, so I've already gone in 6 minutes, I'll say that now in a second. I've already been told by a friend of mine that I've met through, and you'll know now if you watch these videos I'm talking about, that I should keep these videos within about a 10-minute time frame, And here we are, 6 minutes already, and I've barely begun to say what I want to say. I cannot do that. I am not capable of blurting out everything I want to say in a 5 or 10 minute time frame. I just can't do it. It's just not possible for me. So I need at the very, very least 20 odd minutes just to get anything out worth talking about at all, sort of thing, So this person is sitting keep it within 10 minutes, and just kind of be lively, be this, that, have fun stuff in your videos and all the rest of it. And the thing is, I'm after saying, and I try to explain to him as well, for these particular series of videos, it's not about that. And I don't expect anybody to even look at these videos who want to be entertained. If you find this entertaining, well, fun and dandy. Watch, be entertained, But this kind of, if you get off on something getting on, like I'm getting off, and you find it entertaining, well, watch it and be entertained, I suppose, But these videos, these boyfriend hunting videos, the intention is for me to, I'm repeating myself now, because I'm always to say this 3 or 4 times. It is for me to really open up at a deep level about X number of different things. And it's going to take a series of videos over the next several months, I suppose, for me to kind of reveal all sides of myself in these videos. And, if it's hit with anybody at some point, and any particular guy, that sees these images, he's kind of an intriguing looking fellow or whatever sort of thing, click on the video, okay, a bit grainy, a bit unprofessional, but I'll put up with that sort of thing. It's interesting what he's talking about there, he's got an interesting way of expressing himself or whatever, a bit different, blah, 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 I'm intrigued though, I'll keep checking this out now for a while and see what this guy, what he's about, and so on and so forth. And hopefully through this, my endeavor here in doing this, and the whole experience between me and whoever else is watching it, sort of thing, that beautiful song in Pen and Radio that now I always love, Wind of Change, forget the name of the group there right now. Beautiful song from the mid-80s, I think, mid-80s, yeah. 84, 85, 86, somewhere around there. I always want to stop talking when I was listening to that, but then I lose all the videos on. And then there's this said about the music before too. I don't know if I run the risk of copyright infringement things, whatever the music comes up on the videos and that. I don't know how many more times to cover that one. So I'll skip that for now. So anyway, I can't do that. I can't be as quick and as concise and as short as my friend thinks I should be. But these particular videos anyway. Now some other videos I just play things up and make it a bit more like Margaret and so on. That yeah, I can attempt to do that, but not nowadays videos. No, it's just it's like I said, it's not speed dating. You know, it's just not a speed dating attempt here, sort of thing. And it's difficult enough when you got the person right down in plump down in front of you. You see them face to face and all the rest of it. You know, to do something like that. How much more difficult, you know, doing something like this. You know, so it's not even close to being something like that. So now this is, like I said, number 5 now, right? So now this is same day, of course. You see by the way I'm dressed and all the rest of it, same day. July the 18th. It's now 5 after 6. I'm arriving an hour already. What precious bit of good sunlight I could have gotten to go out and enjoy. I'm losing there now, and I'm giving up on even worrying about it. So I missed it on another beautiful day, and I'll pay up for tomorrow now with probably a crap day, but that's Newfoundland weather for you. If you don't grab the one good day you get, then you got to put up a freaking week of bad weather. So still July the 18th, 5 after 6, 2020. July the 18th, 5 after 6, 2020. So yeah, so I guess maybe try to make it, try to attempt to make things a little more good here now, and see if I can describe. I should have done this before, several videos back. See if I get this out now in the 10 minute, 8 or 10 minutes I have left to do this. Well, like I said, I mean, I'm looking for a guy who is very much like myself in his ways, his attitudes, and so on and so forth. The only way that I know how to describe this fellow, in a way I'm envisioning him, because I kind of classify myself this way as well. He should be a classic kind of guy, and by that I mean he should be kind of turned on to what is now considered old school things. Classic, old school things. So, classic music, old school music. Like I'm right into the 70s music, 80s music. Maybe off the odd 90s tune here and there, songs, groups or whatever, but not a big lot. Mostly 80s, 70s, 60s, even 50s. My music taste, very much in those decades. This individual should ideally have a preference for music in those decades as well, and not being overly big fan of the modern stuff like myself. I'm not a fan of the modern stuff, you know. So now, hoping, I mean, there are younger people out there who fit that category as well. You know, I mean, I see the comments off and on online. You know, that there are younger people out there that prefer old school classic music. So that's great. So one common interest there. This individual should, and I'm just talking personality-wise, and I'm not describing the looks or the physique or whatever, I'm just talking about the personality part of it. They should also be kind of classic and old school in their dress. See the way I'm dressed there today, sort of thing. Now, I kind of like this outfit. Okay, it's just like, maybe it looks like a bit of a safari outfit or whatever. This is an old Boy Scout shirt actually, that I got second hand. So I like this shirt, I like wearing it off and on. But I'm into kind of a classic look in my dress sort of thing. I don't like modern dress styles at all. Virtually none of it. So the ideal fellow that I would go for, that would hopefully go for me as well, would be a guy that likes to dress in a classic kind of a way, an old school classic kind of a way, sort of thing. That's the kind of guy that I'm turned on more so by his outward appearance, and hopefully the kind of guy that will be drawn to me and turned on to me as well as far as the outward appearance of things go, sort of thing. So very much a classic and old school individual, and not necessarily my age, like I said, but I'm okay, I guess, with people my age as long as you're a youthful kind of person, sort of thing, you know, fun, out there, slim, trim, you know, into things, you know, you know, like a 50 plus individual, it's not giving my exact age there, who's got the heart and mind of an 18-year-old. Because that's what I try to have, as much as I can, much of the time. I'm what I am on the outside, but on the inside, which in my humble opinion, is the part that should count the most, I'm still 18, 20 odd, you know. So, and I will be that way till I draw my last breath. I don't intend to have an old man's personality, if I can avoid it, sort of thing. You know, but as far as having a youthful personality, that doesn't mean you're wrapped up in everything that's current. If everything that's current seems like far from ideal, put it that way. So, so you know, so those are two big key things personality-wise that I'm looking for in a personality of the individual, is that they have like a classic, old-school taste in music, classic old-school taste in the way you dress, and again, interior design, another big thing with me. I said it before, I want to get this out now before this video draws to a close. I mentioned it in one of my albums, I think I managed to upload. I do not like at all, period. I hate with a passion. I don't mind telling you. I don't apologize for it. I hate with a passion today's modern current trend of having everything all white and as basic and as simple and as minimalistic as you can possibly get it. I hate it with a passion. I can't stand it. It drives me mental. Okay? Kids love it. A lot of people love it because it's the current trendy thing. It seems like almost everybody goes for it. I'm not going to be everybody and follow the lead mindlessly like brainless sheep or whatever. All right, I don't like it, so I'm not going to go for it. So everything I have around me, I have stuff around me. I have a lot of stuff around me. Kids today would call it clutter. I call it home. I would have much more color in my place if I wasn't renting and I had more control over the house and so on, and the color scheme that I have here. But I don't have that much control. I like a lot of color in my place. So the ideal individual, personality-wise, again, would be somebody who also has, not necessarily my age, okay, but again, whatever, who has old school taste, classic old school taste when it comes to your interior design. So you don't go for the current modern trendy garbage. Most of it is garbage. So ideally you're the kind of person that don't bother with that. You buck against it. So these are three big key things for me, that if I can find a guy that has classic taste in his clothing styles, classic old school taste in his clothing styles, has classic old school taste in his music taste, and has classic old school taste in his interior design, you know, where he likes around him, sort of thing. That's three big obstacles out of the way right off the bat with whoever would be the ideal individual for me. And same thing, like, you know, you see how I got my facial hair and all the rest of it, sort of thing. I'm not into all the trendy crap up today and so on. That I don't want to take my cap off, guys, because I'm bald. Okay, I don't like to reveal my baldness, so I keep my cap on all the time. If I had hair, now right now I don't have my head shaved. Normally I have my head shaved, you know, and then so I don't mind quite so much showing it, sort of thing. But where I don't have my head shaved right now, I just don't want to. You know. If I had a nice, decent full head of hair, and I hope to goodness that doesn't put people, you know, a future wife off too much by reading the fact that I'm bald. I mean, I'd make that work for me. Or I can wear a wig, okay, if I absolutely have to, or do like I do here most of the time, and that's wear a nice cap to just frame my face that way. That works quite well. But hang up the table. Again, my leg, I don't have a lot of room here, so when I move around, I keep banging my leg off the table, and that hits what I got set up here, and sort of shake every once in a while. I'm trying to avoid that as best I can. If I had a head of hair, a nice thick full head of hair, I would just have it just growing out naturally, normally. I wouldn't have any of the modern, current, goofy hairstyle. I call them goofy because I don't find the least bit sexy or appealing. And it's again, it's another trend that I hope to God passes soon. These oddball hairstyles that men go for nowadays, all half the head shaved and just a little bit on the top sort of thing, and you know, just none of, look, I don't think it ever looks any good. I don't think any of it enhances a guy's features. So I would prefer definitely to find a fellow that when it comes to his hairstyle even, he just leaves it alone, just lets it grow out natural, you know, combs it to the side, combs it to the back, flops it down in the front or whatever, but just kind of just flicks it around a bit or whatever, but just lets it all grow out nice and natural and all this sort of thing, and don't have it, that doesn't have any goofy, oddball, more modern haircuts. I can put up with it if I have to, I suppose. I won't be too fussy about that one, but the preference would be that the guy would just let his hair grow out natural and normal and just a little bit enhance his features that way sort of thing, you know. And so, again, just classic, old school. Here we are, 20 minutes gone already. So anyway, those are several big important ones there. That if I'm really lucky enough to get all those things within, encapsulated in one individual that thinks this way, feels this way, just on those few things, those few basic things, that's a lot of obstacles out of the way right off the bat for whoever can kind of come into my life as that special someone, my life companion. I know I may have to search long enough to find this fellow. I don't know if I'll even succeed over YouTube, but you know. So now I'm in my next video. I'm going to go into, because I'm going to have to go over a few more here. I'm going to explain to you the physical characteristics of what I'm looking for in my prospective wife. I'm going to clear this one up now and start up again now in a second or two. Okay. All right, people. Take care. Bye for now.